What is going on YouTube? Donnie with DER Reptiles. We got some good news coming today. We're going to wait till we get a few people on here and we're going to go from there. So just hang tight. We'll get to something as soon as we get some people on here. Hopefully everybody's weekend is going great. Let's see here. So who is watching? What is going on, Gail? How are you this morning? It'll be morning for you, evening for us. Hopefully everything is going well over across the pond. Went and got me a new hat today. Figured I need to change up my looks a little bit. So, what do you think? Think it looks better this way? Or does it look better this way? I know which way I think it looks better. I think it looks better backwards. Something like that. I think it looks better this way than it does the other way. But, hey, everybody, I think the key phrase is to each his own. So, we're going to kind of wait, see who else shows up here. Hopefully everybody chimes in, smashes that like button, gives that a big thumbs up. That way more people can get notified, get that algorithm going well. That way more people gets to see what's going on over here. What's going on, Laura? How are you doing? I got some big news. If you haven't checked out my Instagram, because I know some of you don't have Instagram, but I did post up a picture earlier on Instagram. Something is going on, and yes, it's very exciting. Something I didn't think was going to happen, and it is happening. And yes, we're going to get to that here in just a little bit. Every one of those hatchlings, if you remember, last week we went and we told the vanilla Mojave to eat because she needs to eat. Guess what? She ate. No problem. Every single one of those hatchlings are eating right now. So that is very good. No, not more eggs as of yet. But we will find out. Let's go. I'll go ahead and give you guys a peek before everybody else shows up. That way, you guys know before anybody else does. So let's go ahead and take a look. Well, I don't think you can look anymore, but if you remember, I said somebody wasn't going to go for me, so I stopped breeding them a while back. That is none other than the girl that did not lay for me last year, but she did lay for me the year before that and gave me a great clutch. That girl is none other than the one that started out this whole thing about pieds. That is none other than Zerelda. Now, here a few weeks ago, she ate for a couple weeks straight. Then she went back off food. So I'm thinking, okay, it's fine. I came home yesterday from work, and she was ovulating. So that is going to be another good clutch. That is a pied to het pied pairing. I went ahead and put her son back to her to get some more pieds. So that'll make 2 pied clutches this year. Actually, 3 if you want to count pied albino. But yes, she will be giving me a clutch of eggs. Last time she gave me 5 eggs. Okay, how do I know she was ovulating? Well, I'll kind of show you. Her ovulation is done right now. But from about here to here was swollen up. That's how I knew. So, that is very good news. And if you look, you can see she's bulging out there. That is another sign. But yes, she did ovulate. So that is very good news. That means, nope, girlie, you can't go in there. There you go. That means she is going to lay eggs for me. I suspect she's going to give me, oh, come on now. And you can kind of feel it if you're holding it too. So that is going to make she'll be probably clutch number 7 for this year. And if you've been keeping track, my first year I had 2 clutches. Last year I had 2 clutches, but I ended up having more eggs. So I'll kind of give you an account of what's happening over the past 3 years in the progression. 2017, 2 clutches for a total of, 10 eggs, but one of them was slugs, so I had 9 eggs. And then last year I had 15 eggs. This year I'm already at 14 eggs and 5 more clutches to come. So that is awesome. What's going on, King Repti? How is that little guy I sent you doing? What's going on, TJ? We're just talking about, I got an ovulation, another ovulation, which is a pied to het pied pairing, which is this girl right here. She did not lay for me last year, but she is going to lay for me this year. Very happy, which I'm ecstatic on that. I do have some special things coming. You guys will find that out when it happens. I don't want to spill the beans, but hey, what's going on, Jason? How are you doing? So yes, with Zerelda ovulating, that will be clutch number 7. So just to kind of give you guys an overview of what is yet to come, we have this girl here, which as you can tell, she is in shed right now from that pale color. So that is she's in her pre-lay shed. So that is a pied to albino pairing. So that is one of the next clutches to drop. And of course, that whole clutch is holdbacks because I'm doing the albino pied project. This girl is also in shed. You can tell because of the dull color on her. And that is her pre-lay shed. That is a spinner to a super pastel, same as last year. All that clutch will be available. Then we have this girl right down here. And when I noticed she was ovulating, she looked like she was going to light me up. But that is this girl here, which is a cinnamon gully to a normal. Of course, that is the gene that I have that I'm proving out, seeing what's going on with it. This will, of course, be another holdback clutch. Just like the clutch that is in the incubator. That is another cinnamon gully to classic pairing, which that is scheduled to be cut on July 13th, which is a Saturday night. So we got 2 weeks and we have another clutch cutting. That is awesome. So we got that clutch coming. And then I just cleaned this girl's tub out here, and this girl here, I just lightly palpated her because I wanted to check and see how many eggs she had. This girl here is the one that was on the heat tape that I think I missed the ovulation on, because she has eggs clear back to here, so she should be laying anytime, I would say in the next week or two. I think she's got about 4 or 5 eggs with her, so that is awesome. So that is kind of a rundown of all the clutches that are yet to come, and I'm very excited. This is my biggest year yet. It looks like I'm going to have 35 or 40 babies total. Let me recount. That's 6, 14. I'm going to guess she's going to lay about 4 or 5 just because she's a first-time mom. So we'll say 4 just to be on the safe side. So that'll be, if I got 6 over there, I got 8 in the incubator. That is 14. Plus another 4. That is 18. Lillian laid at 10 last year. She's bigger this year, so I'm imagining she's going to lay more eggs. But we'll call it 10. So that's 28 eggs. And then we got Zerelda here. She laid 5 2 years ago, and I think she's a little bit bigger this year. So we'll say 5 on that. So that's 33. Plus another, we'll say 5 on this one. So that's 38 eggs. Oh, and you can't forget that girl right there. That's another probably, I'm going to estimate, she's bigger than the clutch that's in the incubator, and that was 8 eggs. We'll just go ahead and call it 8. So that's 46 eggs. So hopefully 46 hatchlings this year. What's going on, Dougie Doug? What's going on, L. Harper? What's going on, Jose and Ed? How are you doing? You guys, don't forget, if Ed is running into some issues over there in California, getting some zoning law issues, they are going to do, I believe it's a reptile auction house to kind of thin out their collection, from what I understand. If I'm wrong, Ed, go ahead and correct me in the comments. That way everybody will know. But they will be getting, kind of letting us in the reptile community take over part of their collection. If you are interested, just email them, and Ed will put that email right there in the comments so you guys know where to email to, I'm sure. That way you can get a list of what's going to be available, and then if you can get what you need. So that is what's going on in the reptile community. But let's go ahead and check on this clutch that's in the incubator. And it looks like I'm ready for some more clutches. All I have to do is add water to that, and I'm ready like that. So, and of course, the water is at the bottom of here, so I don't have to worry about nothing. Everything will be at temperature. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a little bit of peek at these eggs. It's in the incubator. We're 2 weeks out of cutting them, so we got 14 days left. So they are on day 46, I believe. So let's take a look. Got some nice dimpling in there. Eggs are looking awesome. Love that tub. It is a gasket tub, but what I did was I drilled one little bitty hole right in here. I actually drilled one on the other side too, but I taped it up. Because I wasn't going to drill any holes in it, but I was worried about, no oxygen in there. So I drilled 2 holes, taped one of them up, and it's doing great. So I just had to have a bigger tub. I didn't like how this tub right here This tub right here, I just wasn't happy how it was going this year. So I changed him over to that other tub. But I wanted to make sure because I needed a bigger tub. Because Lillian is going to lay a huge clutch, I'm sure. If you guys remember, she's almost 4,000 grams. So she is humongous. Biggest girl I got, I think. I think that normal right down there is pretty close to that. So yes, that's what's going on with that. So, a little bit of an update on these guys right here. Every single hatchling is eating right now. So everybody last week took a meal. I'm going to upsize their meal this week and give them, tomorrow's feeding day. So tomorrow they will get a bigger meal. So that is awesome. So yes, you guys talking to this girl right here, she heard it loud and clear. So did the other ones, and now they're all eating. So that is awesome. Jose, they will eat. What are you trying to feed them? Are you trying to feed them rats or mice? You might try mouse hoppers. That's kind of, what they will eat if they don't eat. That's like this girl right here. See if I can reach this one. That girl right there is one of my hatchlings from last year. She refused to eat. And I tried to assist feed her. She wouldn't take it. And I tried, wanting them on rats. She wouldn't do it. So I finally went and I got a mouse hopper. She took the mouse hopper. And then after that, she started downing rats like crazy. So sometimes you just need to throw a mouse hopper in there and that'll get them kick-started. Checked your zoning laws before I got the shop. The day after I got the shop, they had a town meeting to make a law. It was shot down. Reptiles for the win. Exactly. But I got some exciting things that is happening right here at DER Reptiles, and you guys will find out when it happens. Because, for one, I'm going to start the process of changing this room a little bit. As you can tell, I am going back to that bedding. The other bedding was good. It was just a tad bit too dusty for what I was wanting. So I tried this. Again, everything's working good. So I'm using the rest of my aspen that I had for my grow outs. And then as soon as I ran out of that, which will be tomorrow, I will kick over to that bedding and I will be doing that 100%. But I will be changing the way I do things here, and I mentioned it in the past, but it is time. I done ordered it, and yes, I will be changing the way or the things that I'm breeding here in the rodent room. So you'll be seeing some changes hopefully in the next month and a half. That's coming. It will be better. And then, hopefully in a few months, I am going to be getting 2 more breeders. One for one of my major products, one for my major project, and the other one is something that I don't have yet. It's a morph that I do not have that I will be. Alright, Ed, I'll see you later. I will be adding a morph that I do not have yet and going for a very special mixomorphs there. And you'll find that out when I get them. So yes, that is coming too. So, I can't tell you, Jason. I gotta keep you guys on the edge of the seat. That way you guys will have to come back to this channel and watch and see what happens. And of course, I know you guys will anyway, but I gotta keep that storyline going. That way, you guys just wonder, what's going on over there? Maybe he'll tell us in this live. Maybe he'll tell us in this live. You'll find out soon, I guarantee it. But until then, we will just be doing the normal stuff here. And we're going to be on the edge of our seat waiting for some clutches to drop. And just some exciting things happening here at DER Reptiles. You gotta love the passion that us reptile keepers have for the hobby and for our own collection. And if you guys have been here with me since the beginning, no, it's not an Amazon tree boa. I have expanded a lot in the past year and a half. That is good because next year, as you guys know, I'm looking at anywhere from 20 to 35 clutches. Potential clutches, that is. And I'm very excited. Yes, I will have to get a bigger place, but I'm not worried about it. I got some things going on up here. I got these wheels up here oiled up real good. That way I could do some really critical thinking. Because in order to deal with all of that, then yes, this up here has to continually to work. Because those mixed with those creates babies. So, things will be a lot different in the near future. Very exciting. But, I have some of the Pro Coco in a freezer right now. It's been in the freezer for a couple days. I'm taking it out of the freezer on Monday. And I'm going to be switching these guys back over to Pro Coco. And hopefully everything will be good. You keep wishing, Jason. You keep wishing. But it's definitely going to be epic. It's definitely going to be great stuff happening over here. Yes, I have a lot of holdbacks this year. But hopefully, when I cut that clutch right over there in that incubator, I'll get one of them snakes that is that gully gene. And then we are going to rename that gene to something. I'm going to name it. That way it can be known as that from here on out. And then when I get enough and know what this thing does, then I'll start making it available. I know a bunch of you guys wanted to the project already. I would say give me about a year and a half, and I'll start letting other people dab into it. But as of right now, no. But Jason, call me after the live. Give it a Hawaiian name. No, this name is already thrown out there. I like it. And I'll let you guys try to remember what it is. But Josh from Spartan Reptiles threw it out there in one of the lives. I liked it. And I may go ahead and name it that name. So, yes. And if you guys haven't heard, which I'm sure you have, And I don't know if you guys watched them at all. Um, oh, okay, Jason, that's fine. Give me a call whenever you can then. So I want to talk to you about a few things. But if you guys haven't heard, which I'm sure you have because it's been all over Facebook, Yahoo, everywhere, Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife, Beth, has passed away at the age of 51 with throat cancer. Things happen. Cancer definitely takes a toll on anybody and everybody. Even if you beat it, you still takes it. So yes, it's she had cancer back in 2017. They took it all out. She beat it. It came back fierce last year in, I believe, November. She went to the hospital last weekend, and she got put in a medical-induced coma and passed away Wednesday morning. And Dog said a good thing, or said something that did make sense in his press conference in front of his house earlier this week. He said that they will come up with a cure for cancer sooner or later, because he remembers back when he was younger, they had polio and didn't have a cure for it. They ended up coming out with a cure for that. So yes, I think the fact is, and I have no proof of this, but it seems like the people with a lot of money seems to get past that cancer if they catch it early enough. I don't know. I'm not throwing speculation out there, but cancer sucks. And from what I understand, everybody has cancer in their body, but it just is a fact of them. It's just a fact of the cancer activating itself inside you will determine if you actually, have cancer affect you. But yes, from what I understand, cancer is in everybody's body. It is definitely time for a cure. That is guaranteed. But I think they are on to certain stuff, but that I'm not a doctor, so I don't really want to talk about that because I'll just be guessing, so you never know. Let's see here. But everything else is going great here, as you can tell. 7 clutches total for this year for me. And I'm kind of wondering, to be honest, if I don't have an number 8 clutch coming. And that's because, if you guys remember that girl that I got off of Craigslist, her name was Pixie. She was a little bit smaller. I didn't think she was going to be up to breeding size this year. But look how big this girl's getting. And she is getting pretty protective right now. Look how big she is. She is definitely... She's locked up with the spinner several times. Let me see how many times here. She's locked up with the spinner 4 times. So I think she may be gravid, but I don't know. As you can tell, she is kind of bigger right here. And she is more protective. And if I put my hand in front of her face, I'm sure she'd bite it. So She definitely is getting protective, that's a good sign of a mama. So I think, if anything, that will be my last clutch of the year if she makes it. If not, Zerelda will be, which I'm fine with that because 7 clutches is a lot more than what I thought I was going to get this year. I'm very happy. Next year, I'm hoping to at least double this. So it's a good thing. Oh, Laura, I am sorry about that. And hospitals make a lot of money off of people. I'll put it this way. Everybody knows that I got in a wreck a few months ago, or I think it was in May, and I had to put my car in the shop. I ended up going to the hospital about 10 days after the wreck, just to check to see, because I was having some pain right up in here. And they immediately put me on a CT scan. All came back clear. Everything's fine now. I'm good to go. But, no, not driving like a madman. I was actually at a dead stop and I got hit from behind, which caused me to hit the person in front of me, which caused them to hit the person in front of them. It was a 4-car pileup. But, yeah, I got that bill in the mail, and wow. Just for the CT scan, that's crazy. Almost as much as I paid for the car. It was nuts. Wow, Laura, that is crazy. I'm glad you're in remission, though. But, yes, I did get my car back. It is doing good. I got to go back and have something looked at Monday. The front bumper keeps popping out a little bit. But there is Bloody Mary. And yes, her name is still Bloody Mary. So yes, the Inchy Hypo. The Inchy Hypo. Her name is Opal the Mack Truck. Inchy Hypo. There is the Inchy Hypo. Here is the Pastel Hypo. Somewhere underneath. So we'll look at her underneath. There's the Inchy Pastel. Or the Hypo Pastel, sorry. And then, of course, you got the Hypo himself, which he's kind of on a food strike right now. There's the Hypo itself. Look at that head blushing on him. He is amazing. What's going on, Jason? So yeah, things are going great over here at DER Reptiles. Girls are ovulating left and right. I am done putting males with females. I have been done for a while, but things are looking up, and I cannot wait till I get all them clutches on the ground and then have them in the incubator. But yes. Tell you one thing, this guy here, Turned out to be a great eater. Looking amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and show this snake I was trying not to show, but I showed it off in one of my lives. You guys never guessed the morph that it was. So I'm going to show it off again. And I'm still not going to tell you what morph it is unless you guess it. It is a single gene. That would be this one right here. It is a single gene. It is a female. And I think it is an underrated gene, but yeah. This girl is amazing. Clean belly. But she's amazing. Het Pied girls are doing great. They're going to go right here when it's time to take them out of quarantine. And then all these racks will be full. This lady up here, that one, hopefully will be picked up next week. And I think that tank is going to be gone too. So she's going to her new home, so I have one empty tub up there. So that is good. Let's go ahead and take a look at that fantastic vanilla Mojave that I hatched out. Let's go over here and kind of get some good light, because this girl is amazing. Look at that beautiful snake. Look at how it goes. Look at that blushing. That is amazing. Look at that. That is crazy. There's the belly, an all white belly. But look at that blushing on the side. That is crazy. And of course, that is my vanilla Mojave female. That is the one that I was hoping to hatch. So that is good. That is amazing. But other than that, everything else is going great. Got tubs already prepped, ready to go. I imagine with Lillian's, she's going to be in the big tub down below that has eggs in it right now, which is all right. All the other clutches besides that girl right down there will probably all fit in one tub, but everything there is going to be good. I'm glad I got 2 incubators because I'm going to need them. The way I'm doing this one now, I can get 3 clutches in. So I'll probably put my 3, well, I may be able to fit 4 in there. I'll probably put my special ones in there and put the other ones over in the other one, but I don't know yet, depending on how they come out. And that's going to be going good there. But it looks like I'm possibly going to have 5 clutches in the incubator at once, which is good. Good and amazing. But yes, that's all that's going on here. Got me a hat, got a new look going on. Love it. I think the hat's a little bit too tight, but it is a flex fit. So that's good, because if I take it off, you can kind of see an imprint here. Should have got one size bigger. but that's all right. At least it's not going to fall off. But we're good. So, after all that, you guys got an update. A lot of special things still to come. 2 new additions. We're probably 2 or 3 months out from getting. Something else is coming, I would say, in 3 to 5 weeks. And then that whole project is going to kick off, but you guys will find out whenever that happens. I may get it sooner, I don't know yet. And we're getting some eggs any day now. That is a pied to possible het pied. Hopefully she proves out to be het pied. Now that clutch, if there's any visuals, I'm holding back. Any hets will be available. I need to make my pieds. I need to get some more pieds in my collection. So I'm going to try to hold back all the visuals, but all the hets will be available because I got right there, I have a Killer Bee het for pied. And then, let's see here, where's the other het pied? Killer Bee het pied, and I think that's it for now. I have the Black Pastel female that's possible het for pied. So, I do need to upgrade my pied collection. That's what I'm hoping to do with this year's pied to het pied pairings. Next year, hopefully my pied female up there will be breeder size and I can do a pied to pied. So, that's a plus. But I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here and get some things done. Make sure I get everything done today because tomorrow is feeding day and cleaning day. So, until next week, I will talk to everybody later. And Jason, when you find your phone, give me a call. I will talk to everybody later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully everything's going good for everybody. Don't forget to check out the Reptile House auction over there on TGH's channel. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.